My name's Madison Moore, and in 2025, I worked partially as the social media manager for 9 Ships 1825, and also the Bicentennial administrator, particularly during the week of August 1st to 10th. The Teatime Tour was developed in part to showcase some of our fantastic local organizations that sometimes get overlooked here in Peterborough, mainly Hutchison House, the Kawartha Ancestral Research Association, and Trent Valley Archives.
What made you put the 3 together?
Well, it was kind of natural to put the 3 organizations together. First of all, what the Trent Valley Archives does and what the Kawartha Ancestral Research Association does are similar in some respects. They're both involved in helping people research their ancestors in the Peterborough County area. So it made sense to highlight what those organizations are doing here in Peterborough, and we knew it would have a particular interest to those coming from farther away to experience the bicentennial events, because a lot of them don't have access to some of the documents that these organizations have in their holdings. And we knew they would be eager to learn more about their family history and their connection to the Robinson Emigration. They seemed really enthusiastic to be able to see the records up close and just learn more about their family history. They were very eager. I know I was here at the Trent Valley Archives when the bus load of about 30 or so people came in, and they were just so enthusiastic to see the kind of records that we had here and just take a peek at our resources and see how we might be able to help them moving forward with their family history.
So what does the Kawartha Ancestral Research Association offer that is different than Trent Valley Archives?
So they're a bit more focused, I would say, on genealogy resources. So, of course, at Trent Valley Archives, we've got over 1,200 archival fonts at this point, covering all aspects of the area of the Trent Valley. So some of that relates to family research, but more of it relates to like businesses and other types of documents. So I would say that CARA is more focused on helping people learn more about their family history in particular. And I know they have put together a fantastic exhibit about the Robinson Emigration that I think the people on the Teatime Tour really resonated with. One of their main projects during the bicentennial year was tracking the descendants of the Robinson emigrants, and they were sharing a lot of that information about those people on their social media channels as well. And they had a booth at our Heritage Fair with a display with some of that information, and also they went to some of the other bicentennial events in the community and shared that information with those community members. So I would say that was definitely their focus for the bicentennial year.
So you have these 2, archival and research locations. How does Hutchison House fit in?
Well, I would say that Hutchison House, first of all, it didn't spring up. It wasn't built right around the time of the Robinson Emigration. It was shortly after. But I do still feel like it helps portray a picture of what that time period would have been like. And for the people on the Teatime Tour to be able to have sort of a historical inspired tea in that setting, I think was really great, because it gave them an opportunity to experience, maybe not right when their ancestors came to this region, but shortly afterwards, what life would have been like for them to a degree, although of course Dr. Hutchison was more of a wealthy citizen than some. Hutchison House is so special in the community because it kind of brings that community spirit forward that was present, and I would say it was present around the time of the Robinson emigrants coming here. Of course, Father Tom Lynch referred to how the emigrants practically built St. Peter and Chains Cathedral, and Hutchison House has a very similar story, the community coming together to ensure the house got built for him so that he would stick around and continue to serve the community. So I think that's a really important thing to highlight, and I do think it ties in a way to the Robinson Emigration and the spirit that those emigrants had and their willingness to build their community.
Full disclosure, you are the president of Trent Valley Archives.
Yes.
But it must really be buoying to see CARA and Hutchison House and even other important historical stops in this area get the attention that it got during that week in August.
Absolutely. I mean, I heard we were certainly slammed with researchers that whole week in an amazing way. we saw a very positive effect from people coming to this area to do research. And I've heard that Cara was the same in the Peterborough Museum and Archives as well. It was just great to see all of these organizations getting a lot of attention. And I also think that members in the community as well, who sort of take these places for granted in their daily lives, they kind of forget that there's organizations here that are preserving the history of their community. It was great to see them have a realization that these places exist and are doing good work as well.